Okay, it is 10:02. We call this meeting to order to get an update on the ambulance service district, and we'll turn it over to Bruce.
Short and sweet, only got a couple, three things. Number one, just so you know, the new ambulance 22 model has got a water leak in the block on the motor, 15,000 miles on it. It should go in tomorrow to the Ford dealership for warranty work, so it should not be any cost to the county whatsoever. The other two ambulances that were ordered are being built. Do not have a delivery date as of yet. We will hopefully be able to update you by the meeting time on that. The other little thing we got is audits coming up. Tammy called me last week. We will review the audit with your guys' audit, correct?
Actually, yours is a separate meeting at 2 o'clock and ours is at 3 o'clock.
So Jerry will be there at that. I got confirmation of that.
No, are they
What
supposed
day
to
is
do
that?
it here?
June
13th.
13th
Okay.
Okay,
here.
here, okay.
Jerry will be with me and I'll try to bring Shell in also.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else that we got going on really. We got the EMTs have gone through started their written test. I have not heard how they're doing, and then the practical's coming. So budget, I was gonna go into the meeting on the 15th and ask Jerry to be there and we'll start working out a budget. Tammy says she's working on it also, so we can get together and compare notes, I guess. Get it all done before August. That's about all I got.
Okay. Questions or comments from the auditor? Clerk?
Yeah, I just talked to him a little bit about the budget piece of it. So I kind of built in already on the expense side what Jerry was kind of tracking before. Would be a pretty easy deal to come up with what they want to do, where they want to keep things. They scaled down some that we don't need that much detail. So it's just more tracking. And then, so I'll get together hopefully at 1:30, 1 o'clock, whatever Jerry can get here and get some time to really go through those things and what the revenue line items were and how he was budgeting for those, and then what any of your perspective changes will be.
Okay.
So we can get that done, because what I have to do is I have to open it up as its very own budget for the ambulance service district, not under the county.
Okay, so it won't be Fund 4 again.
No,
It'll
it can't be that.
slowly.
Yeah, it can't be that. It'll be fun eventually, but originally for, approval, it has to be its own, like county has its own, it'll be its very own. And then, once we have the budget hearing and it's approved in its own meeting, which is at 2 o'clock on the 13th, or I'm sorry, it's on, September 6th, I believe. I have it scheduled for our budget hearing. It'll be at 3 o'clock and the county says at 4 o'clock. That's what we did last year as well. It has to be completely separate for the approval of that budget.
Because
Not
they're
part of
their
the
own.
county.
Because they were on.
Once it's done, then I build it into our budget as well. And then we just work from one. So, but that first one has to be a totally separate one. It's just double work, but that's just how you do it. Other counties have done it. And that's how we do it.
So are you gonna advertise it? Or,
Well, no, you will do the advertising of it. Then you can obviously do that through, through the press.
they
But
still have to?
But they will still have to approve it. And they have to, basically, in August, when we meet, they'll be going through not only ours and saying, yeah, that's where we want to go, because once it's published, you can't go any higher. You can go lower, but you can't go any higher. And they'll have to do the exact same thing for yours, which they would have to anyway. So I guess it would really only make sense for, us to schedule that with the press to make sure that it gets in. Because they have to be two separate notices. They can't be combined,
Have to come out of our budget.
and it'll come out of your budget.
Okay,
So some of the things that we'll be talking about would be, are there any things that will change in once we roll it into here? So obvious changes to me would be, we wouldn't have Mary Brown anymore. So whatever that cost is will come out of the budget. I don't know what Lori's role will be after that. So I mean, things like that we have to determine. And then if there are gonna be any ambulances or anything that's gonna be whatever services or whatever changes.
And on the East Shoshone money and the ARPA money.
Those aren't part of the budget. The issue shown
Yeah.
is,
Still,
it is in the county budget, it's not yours.
but when
You show it as an income. 'Cause it is.
show it in the budget,
Oh, yeah.
then come when we get it.
Well, didn't you already get it? It'll be in this fiscal year.
We were gonna do it all in, or at budget time, I thought.
Didn't they already get money for the new ambulance from that? I thought they did.
we approved it as of the win.
Oh.
I didn't know.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
They've got the ambulances ordered, but you have not paid.
Right.
You haven't paid
And-
any of it.
Yeah.
So
The-
we've just
the thing
committed
that-
that money.
The thing that was brought up is if we need to show invoices, which we do,
Right,
we talked to Horton so we can pay them a down payment
right.
and get an invoice to the county, so
Yeah, we can't pay anything without it.
we have the money, we can put the payment to the ambulance and then just be reimbursed for from when we get the ARPA money, so.
Okay. Yeah, the air, that money is not part of our budget at all. It's a totally separate thing.
But we need the receipts.
You need the receipts to pay for it out of that fund, and you need a receipt to pay for it out of the county funds, whether it's ambulance or
Right.
Shoshone.
So we can get that receipt too, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll make sure that gets on the agenda for our meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, any transaction's gonna require documented
Oh.
receipts.
Yeah.
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 No matter what it is.
Yeah, but we also need to know if there's additional payments that are gonna be paid in next fiscal year, they need to be budgeted for in next fiscal year. And where that income's coming from, that you're gonna get it, unless it's all coming out of the, LATCF fund or ARPA,
That was what.
because they're separate. But if you have to do a match and it's coming out of the ambulance, then it has to be in the budget.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Anything further?
So.
Comments or questions from any of the board? Okay. Anything further, Bruce?
I did not.
Okay.
Just like to still have to hook up with the chiefs as my time being off. I've kind of lost 3 weeks there. But I'd like to hook up with the chiefs and get an article about the EMTs and everything about the ambulance, how we're going forward.
Good idea. Let people know what's being done for their benefit.
The crews have been working their buns off. We've got a slight situation with maintenance. No big deal right now, so we're gonna try to nip it in the bud at the meeting and let it be done there, so. Otherwise, everything's running.
Okay. Public comment? Questions? Okay. All right. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.